Welcome to the Rare Air Show, an alternative news network for South Dakotans by South Dakotans. And we're here in Buffalo Wild Wings. You can probably tell from around us here. And just it's a Friday evening here, and having a drink here, and just met this fella. So cheers, man. And the Rare Air Show is just about giving a voice to everyday hardworking South Dakotans and just what they're grateful for, what their concerns are. So I just wanted to see what you're most grateful about living here in South Dakota.
Well, to be honest with you, I think it's a very special state, because I wasn't born here. I came here 2012, but I've been so many places around the world, and I can tell you there's no country like this. When it comes to really being free, you can speak and you can talk and you can have a business, you can get financing, you can get investors, you can get anything basically. Like I said, I've been in many places, and that's one of the things that I really appreciate about this state, that they really let you be who you are. And I love, a lot of people in this state really work really hard. A lot of farmers, they don't really. People, a lot of times it makes me a little bit sad that people in the cities, they don't really understand how much we have to work for them to have products or services and just an example. I work for a dairy farmer. We don't stop 24/7, 365 days. And you met a lot of people, you met a lot of friends, and people are really friendly in these states. In this state particularly, yeah.
Well,
go ahead, sorry. No, go ahead, yeah.
Well, yeah, just that's really what I want to bring out to the people of South Dakota is the people that are working so hard, and especially if we have more people moving to our state, because we have so much liberty here that we have a lot of outsiders moving to our state, and I don't think they understand the culture and the hard work that people put in here to create what we have here. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think people have to adapt. Even myself, I had to adapt when I moved here. It is, you can live I was born in Mexico, and the first thing I did is I integrated the community. I went to church. I have local friends and be involved with other things. My wife volunteers. At the end of the day, I think you have to be involved with the community. I think that's very important. And also you need to learn language. You are coming from another country, there is opportunity for everybody. Just have to make it happen, it's kind of hard to explain, because a lot of the times people don't really appreciate what they have. There is other places in the world where people are not really allowed to say what they think. And that's one of the things that I really like about this country and this state, that you can really be free and you can have an opinion, and that's okay. And you can disagree with someone, but doesn't mean somebody's gonna come and kill you because of that.
Well, that's so true, and unfortunately, the U.S. is going a little bit in that direction with people trying to shut people down because of what they believe and what they're saying, and I don't want to let that happen, especially here in South Dakota.
Yeah, I think there is great discussion about that, and I think everybody disagrees with things, with government, policies and stuff. But at the end of the day, I think everybody should bring to the table their concerns, and they should talk about them, and have those discussions about it. I think just polarizing isn't a very good thing to do.
I totally agree. And on that topic, a big thing in the U.S. right now is the immigration, especially on the southern border. There seems to be a lot in the media about what the president is doing, and then maybe the Republican side is pretty excited about this. So what would you say? I think you mentioned earlier just that it seems like it's being politicized, but what would you say on that topic?
Well, look, I have very strong opinions about that. And
you can go ahead and share your opinions for sure.
It's like I said, I was born in another country, and I came here on a work visa. I have a professional visa to come here. I think immigration should be done properly, following the law. no matter where you are. Like, you can't really like. You have to take that into consideration. Like, you can make something, illegal, make it legal, just because you want it. It is a different. I mean, and I'm just saying, I'm very, very honest. Like, that's what I believe. A lot of people may disagree with me, but at the end of the day, like, we have to follow the law wherever we are, and that's what it is. Like I was fortunate enough, like, to be able to come in this country like that, and I encourage other people to do the same thing. Like, I mean, where there is always a need, there is always like a way to do it right, and that's what I think.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, and it's America was founded basically on by pilgrims from Europe, and then we definitely the global trade is important. If countries have things we don't, then we need to be able to trade with them, and if we have things other countries don't, we should be able to trade with them. So all these things are very important.
Well, and I think, like, nowadays it's like I say, it's so polarized that I don't look at the media. I look more at the policy. This year, for example, in our business, like, it was one of our best years, in the dairy industry. Putting aside whatever, the media says, or like the TV says, at the end of the day, like, farmers are benefiting from a lot of things right now. And I'm saying that because I work for someone like that. Yeah.
What are your concerns about South Dakota here for the future? Anything that?
Well, I don't have any concerns. I think, like, I mean, it's a very, the population is very hard, and most of the industries are agriculture. They might be, I think that's the largest industry. I'm not very sure. I'm, like I said, I'm not. But what I'm saying is, like, you can see, like, for example, in my work, it isn't, so a lot of people criticize, like, the dairy industries, but they don't really know how much we put into the town, into the cities, into, like, the labor, into the supply chain. We have, like, people who supply us with their labor, parts, tractors, fuel, feed for the farmers. And then, like, it isn't just, like, that we are big, or that we are, like, growing. Unfortunately, like, the market is so competitive that you have to be really efficient, and you have to be really, look at the numbers, and a lot of times we get criticized for, like, environmental standards and a lot of things that a lot of times don't make sense. You actually have to look at the real impact of a business like ourselves. Yeah. That's very important. Like.
For sure, I agree with you. And a lot of kids in the city don't even know where milk comes from, right? I mean, it's.
Yeah, not only that, but, like, also, like, how important it is for us to teach, the kids that. I mean, that behind a gallon of milk, there is so much work. So much people have to work really hard for them to get the food on the table, like, and that's something that be part of that chain is something really important, and it's something that I really like, like that there is so much people involved for the consumer to get those goods.
Yeah, well, I just want to thank you guys for your hard work, and everyone in the food industry that puts food on the table. It's the backbone. You guys are the backbone, the lifeblood of our country. So I want to thank you guys. And any other comments you have?
No, thank you so much for the questions. I mean, I hope people don't get offended with what I say, but at the end of the day, I had to be honest, and that's, I don't think, like, like, it's just, we're glad to be here. We are glad to be part of, like, be living here with our families and have a quiet life, just like a lot of people do here.
Well, thank you so much, and thanks for tuning in to the Rare Air Show, and cheers to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.